Okay, ladies and gentlemen, people, and today we are doing something new. A game called Nebuchadnezzar. Should be a city building game that takes place in Mesopotamia in ancient history. I think it's nowadays Iraq or Iran maybe. I'll find out later. Nebuchadnezzar. This campaign will lead you through the whole history of ancient Mesopotamia, as I said, and all that civilization's milestones, from initial settlement to the fall of Babylon. Experience the story of one of the first civilizations, a civilization of imposing cities and grand monuments. Select. And today we start in Mureybet. Pre-pottery Neolithics. A. That is 10, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 10,000 to 8,700 before Christ. Pre-pottery Neolithic A was the first significant Neolithic culture in the Near East. Select. Objectives: 300 population. Stored goods. Excuse me. 20 wheat and 20 bread. Number of houses at the given level. Shack. You need 12 shacks. Pre-pottery Neolithic A was a Near East culture that inhabited the so-called Fertile Crescent between 10,000 and 8,700 BC. There are archaeological artifacts from this culture in the Levantine and Mesopotamia. It was preceded by the Natufian culture. Typical housing for this culture consisted of circular houses sunk into the ground with stone foundations. We will learn something, finally. Walls were made of unbaked bricks and the floors of terrazzo. The fireplace and cooking area were usually outside. Oh. Civilized. This is the first time in history that we see the development of organized agriculture. Local cereals such as barley and oat were common crops. They were wild forms at first, but they were gradually replaced by cultivated variants. There were no irrigation systems yet, and so crops were only grown in areas with sufficient moisture. The development of agriculture was also made possible thanks to the first granaries, which allowed for longer storage thanks to better ventilation and protection from rodents. Granaries were placed outside at first, but were later gradually moved to special rooms in houses. So everyone had house granary. Mureybet. Mureybet was an ancient settlement on the west bank of Euphrates in today's northern Syria. The city was inhabited between roughly 10,200 and 8,000 BC. The first settlement was during the Natufian culture. The archaeological site was flooded by the Lake Assad in 1974. Its diameter was about 75 meters. Okay. Difficulty: easy, normal. Easy. What? Easy difficulty is less focus imports cost less, export earn more. Let's do normal. Let's try to be normal. Oh, goat fucker! Just kidding, it's a guy. It's a shepherd. Goat shepherd. Goatpert. So called. Your group of nomads has finally found what they were seeking for so long. An area with sufficient fertile soil and a good climate. An ideal place for permanent settlement. And you, as the leader of the group, will have the most important role. You will organize the construction of your new home. Of my new home. Bitches, you will build a home for me. Do you understand? Peasants, hello and welcome to Nebuchadnezzar. I'm Gilgamesh, king, and will be your guide for your first few missions, during which I will walk you through the basics of the game as well as cover a few advanced techniques. I'm ready for advanced techniques. Yeah, ready. Yeah, ready. Let's start. Continue. If you think you don't need my help, no, I would like you to help me continue. The first thing I'll show you is how to move windows. I don't want to move windows out of my PC. Simply grab any part of the window using the cursor and then move it to its new position. Oh, nailed that. To close any window, simply right-click anywhere inside the window. Ooh, that's done. Excellent. Since we want to continue, I've opened the window again for you. Now I'll show you how to move around the map. Let me get my left hand. There are 3 ways to do so. The first using keys. You can use... the second way is to move the cursor to the edge of the screen. Nailed it. The last way is to grab the mouse using the middle mouse button and then drag it. Great, you can also zoom out to our visual city. Simply use the mouse, but other functions we probably using for disable to speed up the game and current speed is shown over the upper corner screen. It's right there. Speed. Speed up. Slow down. Continue. I see. You only need to speed up time temporarily. The best option is to hold down the speed up key. The default settings key is E. Yeah. That's 4 times. If you want to change the game speed for a longer period of time, there are 2 ways. First, plus and minus. Nailed it. The other option is to click on the buttons next to the indication of the current game speed. Yeah, I've done that before. Come on, dude. I am so good. I'm so good. This game is easy. You can pause the game either by using the designated key, space, Q, pause with Q, or with space. The user interface also has other elements, but I'll explain those later when you need them. Okay, now we're finally ready to start building, finally. Actually, there's one more thing I need to show you. On the left of the screen, you will notice a few green question marks. Yeah, I see it. There. These represent new sections in our game's wiki, where each such section contains an in-depth explanation of one of the gameplay mechanics in Nebuchadnezzar. So, if you ever forget how something works, or simply want to find out more, that's the place to look. Good. Now, start by building a few houses. Houses provide accommodation for people who work and live in your city. To build something, first open the respective category in the lower menu and then select the required building. Also, the game autosaves, by the way. As you see, this could be seen that it was the autosave. Next, choose where you want to build a building. In the whole area is green. If that is, you can place the building with the left click of your mouse. Build 4 houses in the highlighted area. So, houses, house. Click. Yes. Can I? Yes. By dragging, I can drag and then drop, and it will build 4. I'm fucking genius. First settlers. The first settlers that have arrived in your city. Take good care of them. You will need them. No, they're moving so fast. This is the slowest speed. Excellent. As you see, new people are arriving in your city. Some buildings, such as houses, can also be built by dragging the mouse over the area which you want to place them. I figured that myself. Good. You might notice now that some houses seem to be having problems. The problem is that there is no road. If you move your cursor to the floating question mark, you will see the building is not connected to any road. Let's fix that. Where can I get the road? Logistics? That should be... logistics is not road. Infrastructure. Yeah, dirt road. Great. Can I just... Yes. Excellent! All the houses are now accessible and should soon welcome their new settlers. Since our city is now starting to grow nicely, let's have a look at the mission objectives. Here. Mission. You can see that some missions objectives are already complete. The remaining 2 items ask you to stockpile wheat and bread. Okay, let's build a farm now and start growing wheat. Wheat. Farm. Farm. I need a farm. Bakery. No, that's not a farm. Crop farm. Produces wheat. Build a farm in highlighted. There's the highlighted area. I don't see Can't see shit, move away, dude. Okay, here? Why here though? Wouldn't it be better here? I'm not gonna ask questions. Let's do it. Okay, good. The farm is now ready, but also seems to have a problem. The problem here is that the farm doesn't have any fields where it could grow crops. To build a field, open the menu with agricultural structures in the bottom left or go to farm window. Farm. Farm window. Bottom left. Build fields of or pastures. Wheat field. Okay, I'm ready. The only restrictions that the field must be a place near their farm. I get it. It's on the blue tiles. Let's do fucking crops. Excellent, okay. But now you might be wondering why exactly 36 fields. If you have a 36, because I have 36 people. No, I have 360 people. One guy is 10 wheat, right? If you have closer look at the farm window, you will see it employs 2 farmers, and yeah, those are these 2 dudes, and there's no work. 2 farmers, and even closer look, we reveal 2 numbers in the bottom left corner of their card. 18 out of 18. 18, okay. So that is the reason why 36. So I can do... No, don't let me do math 54. The first represents the current number of fields tended by the given farmer. The second is the maximum number of fields that farmer can tend per year. If you build fewer fields, then the farmer won't be fully utilized. If you build more excess fields, it won't be used at all. But that doesn't mean you always need to build the idle number of fields. Sometimes there might not be enough space for more, while in the other cases you might not need a maximum production. Yeah, excellent. I get it. Sometimes you don't need to overdo things and do something else. That's why you don't overdo, and sometimes you need to do more. The game is too fast. How they are already harvesting. Come on, dude. Why don't you wait for me? Excellent. It is still possible that your farmers are not working yet. This is caused by the fact that each crop can only be cultivated in a specific part of the year. Specific part of what part is now? September. Yeah, so they are harvesting in September, I get it. Specifically, but it can be sometime between January and March. The current month is displayed in the middle of the banana. It's October now. So before we start producing wheat, we can prepare bread production. Continue. Close this window. But before we start building a bakery, I need to tell you about transporting goods. Goods are transported by haulers. This is an example of slots, just like farmers. These can be hired into work buildings. Haulers operate automatically and transport goods between their building and other work building or warehouses. Actually, this game looks more like Tropico than Pharaoh. However, the most important thing to keep in mind is that they have limited range. This means they won't transport goods to buildings too far from their home building. This range can be displayed by using the flag button on the hauler card. And in construction mode, it is marked with a blue square. Around the building, all buildings also have blue overlay. No transport will happen between 2 buildings out of range of the hauler. Yeah, that makes sense. Where's the hauler? Is it... No, that's warehouse. Crop farm, bakery. Where's the hauler? Dude. I don't have hauler building. Continue. Now let's get back to work. Build 2 bakeries in the highlighted area to continue. Bakeries, logistics, no. Houses, no. No. Food production, that's it. Yeah. Build 2 warehouses in the highlighted area to continue. We won't need any warehouses to produce bread. These haulers can bring wheat from farm directly to the bakery. Yeah, but where do I get haulers? It's something that it's natural with each building. There's no hauler station. It's one thing I don't understand. How does the logistics work? But since we need to store bread and wheat to complete the mission objectives, we will also need to build a warehouse. Build 2 warehouses in where's the warehouse? One warehouse, 2 warehouse. Yeah, I like them icons. So that is a big ass bread. It's bigger than the person. To be sure, these 2 warehouses will be sufficient for wheat. Let me pause the game. For the wheat as well as bread, we need to make sure to set everything up just right. Each warehouse can be configured only to accept specific goods. Use the buttons shown below to allow or ban the storage of specific goods in a warehouse. Yeah, so I should set one warehouse to be a resource. That is the raw one, the wheat, wet wheat, and the other one needs to be bread. So I'll store the wheat here. Or maybe I don't need to store the wheat, do I? Okay, that's grayed out, so it means it will not store the bread, the wheat, I mean. And the other one? No, I screw up. No bread in here. Can store wheat. Configure all. Yeah, but... okay, I can set maximum. Maximum is 36. So, 4. 4 at one tile. Yeah, it's the same as in Pharaoh. 36 is the maximum. There was 400 at one, or was it 800? No, I think it was 400. It was the same, if I'm not mistaken. So, and here, that's the second warehouse. Can I rename the buildings? I can lock the window, so it... I don't know, I'm not sure what it does. Configure behavior haulers and ship for all goods. Configure behavior for caravans for all goods. Shit is too complicated right now. Let's keep it simple. We need to only store bread in here, so we forbid storing wheat. Good. I can close it now. Excellent. However, sometimes a warehouse is still storing goods you don't want here or there. To remove them, you won't need to do anything complicated and certainly won't need to destroy the whole warehouse. Yeah, empty button. Simply use the button shown below, which will remove all goods of the given type from the warehouse. So, I want to remove. No, don't destroy, just move them out to the other one. Don't waste anything. I don't hate wasting stuff. I mean, I do hate it. I hate wasting. That was a good weed just wasted. Great, and since everything is set up for the successful completion of the mission, I'll take my leave for now. Once you close this last page of the tutorial, you can continue building without further instructions. Feel free to experiment a bit. Don't forget that you can also increase the game speed. Also keep in mind that you need to first complete all tasks in this mission before you can proceed to the next one, where I'll show you how to get this tasty bread to your citizens. Fine, and so what do we have here? Okay, seen this before. Basic economic. Let's start the game. I mean, it was paused. Basic economic. I can see things here. Yeah. This also further explains how the game works. I'm clicking through here and it's same here. Fine. Construction of buildings. I see I cannot construct it in the water unless it's a dock. Remove tool, that is demolish. Yeah, right there. Warehouse. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, F. Ah, that tells me what's it. So, goods icon, I get it. Remove all goods from the given time. Yeah, seen that, did that. Current number of maximum capacity of goods into warehouse. Yeah, I get it. Configure haulers and goods can either be stored or not. Yeah, that's on and off. Yeah, the other one. Configure caravans. It's E. Caravans can either load or unload goods. Ah, so I can tell caravans where to import my ordered goods. Configure numbers of columns in the window. Number of columns in the window. It does. What does that do? I see. These two are farmers and this is a hauler. I can add an additional farmer or hauler. Can I? Working. That didn't do shit. Ah, it's here. Each work will improve several slots. Each slot now. No, it was warehouse. What is G? Bulk configuration of haulers and ship. Bulk configuration of caravans. Cool. And this was so. Each work will improve several slots. Each slot can be occupied by a specific profession. Each slot requires a worker for the work to be performed. Workers are recruited from the city's inhabitants. Yeah, I understand all the description of that. So I can get an additional farmer or worker in case of farm. Empty slot, open slot. Type of profession, close and complete slot, close slot, number of type workers. Yeah. I think I understand how it works. Production, this will tell when the batch is going to be completed. The B is type. Yeah, input material. Oh, input materials. If I need raw material, it will be shown here under this. Yes, production progress. Understand. Same here. It's lots of text. I don't want to waste your time, like telling you everything. I'm playing this for the first time, so I kind of want to learn the basics. Social arrange building, outline, overlay in buildings. Ah, this is important. So I need to. Blue is good. If it's blue, it's connected. It's close enough. Alright. I have shit ton of bread, but no wheat. Why are you storing bread in here? This is only for wheat. So I need to fill it with some wheat. Can I make these guys stop working? I guess I can if I turn the production off. You see? They even returned. Oh, they even returned wheat back to the. Yeah, they returned. They returned everything back. Okay, now we need to store all the wheat and we'll be golden. Coffee. Can I zoom in? I cannot zoom in anymore. That's a shame. I think it would be too pixelated if I zoomed even more. I'm short by 1 wheat? Come on! I guess 1 more year. Okay. Let me do the magic trick. I will speed up the game. No, that's pause. Q. That's also pause. What was the button? I already forgotten. I've learned nothing. That's me. Oh, it wasn't Control Alt Delete. No. Temporarily speed up the game. There was a button for that. Oh, it's not C. There are some shortcuts. Damn you, English keyboards. House. Okay, I can use these. What is that? What does that do? I don't know. How can I speed up the game? Settings. Key bindings. Faster hold E. It was E. Oh, magic. Let the crop grow. And then it will be time for harvesting. We have done it. Mission complete. Yeah, great. So that was our first mission in here. I'll end the video because it was more or less only tutorial mission, and I guess the next one will be similar. So I'll see you in the video or in the second episode. For now, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like the video, or a dislike if you don't like it, and consider subscribing, guys. Season Harvester needs your help. Anyway, see you in mission 2, guys. Bye bye.